Hey everyone and welcome. It is Sunday, February 8th, 2026, and this is your quick look at what's happening in Hastings. All our info today, by the way, comes directly from the fantastic team over at hastingsnow.com. I mean, how perfect is that? They really just nailed the feeling, didn't they? It's one of those days that feels so completely like Hastings in February. Kind of gray, kind of quiet, just perfect for a warm cup of coffee.
Okay, so let's get practical. If you're heading out and about today, here is everything you need to know about what's going on with the weather.
So check out how tight that temperature range is. We've got a high of 34 and a low of 26. You know what that tells me? It's going to feel pretty much the same level of chilly all day long. We're not getting any big warm-up this afternoon, so whatever you wear in the morning, just stick with it. And this is the number you really need to pay attention to for your morning, 18 degrees. That's the wind chill. So yeah, the thermometer might say 26, but that little breeze is going to make it feel more like 18. And that's the kind of cold that really bites. So just be ready for it first thing. All right, here's the play-by-play for the day. We're kicking things off overcast and cold. That cloud cover, it's going to stick around right through the afternoon when we hit that high of 34. And the evening? Well, it just stays quiet and gray. A really simple, steady kind of winter day. So what does that mean for getting dressed? Well, your winter coat, hat, and gloves, those are pretty much non-negotiable, right? But I absolutely love this tip they shared. If you're going to be walking downtown or anywhere near the river, add a scarf. That's what takes you from just being brave to actually being comfortable. That's some solid advice. And hey, for all you planners out there, here's a little something for you. If you've got any outdoor errands you can maybe push off for a day, Monday is your day. We're looking at a high around 41 degrees, which, let's be honest, is practically a heat wave. And of course, you gotta love a little local humor to get us through the day. Yep, if you just say it with enough optimism, maybe, just maybe, we can trick ourselves into thinking spring is right around the corner. Okay, now let's switch gears a little. Beyond our weather today, February 8th is actually a surprisingly big deal in history. So let's take a quick look back at what happened on this day in years past. We're going to hit on three pretty major milestones: the birth of a literary giant, a really pivotal moment right here in our own state's history, and of course, the founding of a huge nationwide youth movement. So, first up, Jules Verne, born today back in 1828. His whole what-if style of storytelling, it just fueled the imagination of generations. This is the guy who was writing about these incredible journeys long before things like space travel were even a dream. He really did lay the groundwork for modern science fiction. Now let's bring it a little closer to home. On this very day in 1869, the very first women's suffrage bill was introduced in the Minnesota House. It was just an early step in a really long and determined fight for voting rights, and it happened right here, in our state. And finally, on this day in 1910, a simple idea became a huge institution. William D. Boyce officially incorporated the Boy Scouts of America, kicking off a movement that would eventually spread all across the entire country. So, what's the takeaway from all this? What's the point? Well, I think it's that every single day, even a quiet gray Sunday right here by our river, is connected to a much bigger story. It's like a stream of history that flows from our own backyard all the way out into the wider world. And listen, if you enjoyed this little mix of local details and cool history, the source for all of it is hastingsnow.com. You can actually subscribe to get these daily weather updates and community time capsules sent right to you. It's really neat stuff. And that kind of leaves us with one final thought, doesn't it? We've looked back at what made this state memorable in the past. It just makes you wonder, as we all go about our Sunday here in Hastings, what will today be remembered for?